Okay, so I haven't talked about Destiny in a while. I've been playing the game non-stop, I've been grinding it out, in fact a lot more than I should, but I haven't done any content on it. I tried streaming it yesterday and it didn't really succeed, so instead of doing any other video like a live comm or any shit like that, I'm gonna be reviewing one of my favorite guns in the game, or at least what used to be. Now recently there was a big ass patch for Destiny in which they released a ton of exotic weapons and armor for us to unlock for year 2, and they released Sparrow Racing, which I have not done yet. With this patch they also fixed the weapons a bit where the pulse rifles aren't as overpowered and they actually buffed the base damage on all assault rifles. But the weapon we are going to be reviewing, which fortunately enough made it to the patch this week to make it into a year 2 weapon, is none other than the Dying Light. Hard Light. Yeah, Hard Light. That's exactly what I meant. Okay, you get the point. This gun is kind of atrocious. In PvP, it's not the best decision to run with, period. In PvE, well, that's for you to decide. Now, I'm not going to go over the stats or anything on the Hard Light because I think you guys basically know what the weapon is and what it does, the perks on it, etc. But even with the recent patch where they changed all the perks on the weapons, they didn't do shit to this. They might have tweaked the exotic perk a little bit, but it's not that substantial. Now, I'm reviewing this weapon mainly based on the fact that not too many people are using this already. I loved this weapon before they had that huge AR nerf in which they became absolutely useless, but this weapon used to be amazing to me. I loved the design of it, I loved everything to it, it used to be a great gun, but now it's not so much, even with the patch. Now when I saw this weapon was actually making it to year 2, I was like, holy shit, I gotta get this immediately. I don't care about the Meta multi-tool, I don't care about anything else, I really want to use the Hard Light. So I did that exact thing, I leveled it up, I upgraded it, I went into one match of Crucible to test it out, you know, test the waters with the new AR patch. I ended up bottom fragging that game. And no, not because I suck at the game, but because this weapon did jack shit for me. So I'm like, okay, I'll try this again, and you know, it's one game of me using this weapon. Tweaked the perks a bit to make it so that I had more stability. Still did shit in the next game, and the game after, and the game after that. This weapon does not do jack shit in Crucible. Yes, you can get a couple of matches where you play with the dum-dums and you can do just fine there, but most of the time you will struggle to win gunfights. The 3 main problems I can honestly see in PvP with this weapon is the impact, the recoil, and the magazine size. Now the problem with the damage is it does barely anything. Even with the anti-damage drop-off perk, which this weapon has, where no matter what range you shoot this from, there is no damage drop-off whatsoever, it's constant no matter what. Even with this perk on, I am still only landing 21 damage for a headshot and 17 damage for a body shot. Well, that is if you could hit the fucking guy in the head with a recoil on this thing. And yes, even though it has that exotic perk on it where you can kill people from a range easier, it won't matter because you won't be able to hit them at a range because of the unpredictable recoil. By the time I manage to hit my shots and kill the first person, I'm more than halfway through the magazine. Oh, but Beta, use glass half full, that should do more damage. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, because, you know, 23 damage for a headshot and around like 19 damage for a body shot. Yeah, big difference, guys, big difference. And same thing in PvE, glass half full does nothing for this weapon. All you do is 50 plus damage for every shot no matter where you shoot the guy. And like I said earlier, with the small magazine size of 40, it is really hard to get a second kill off with that one magazine. And because glass half full barely does anything, I usually see myself running with spray and play, mainly because reloading faster gives me a better chance of getting more shots off. So as for PvP, this weapon is a big fucking nope. Now on to PvE. Now as I said earlier, glass half full still does absolutely fucking nothing, and the skip rounds on it, well, good luck trying to bounce a shot off the wall into a fucking enemy, even though it does look kind of fucking cool to see the bullets bounce around like that. But I'll honestly say in PvE, this weapon is not bad at all. The only problem I really see with using this weapon is I don't really think I would want to use it for PvE at all. Like with the lineup of exotic weapons that I have so far, I don't think I want to take up the slot to use the Hard Light in favor of something like the Zalo Supercell, or the Black Spindle, or even the Sleeper Simulant. I wouldn't really see myself wanting to use anything other than those. This weapon does do a solid amount of damage in PvE, it's just that I don't feel like it's really worth using if I have better weapons in my arsenal to take care of these enemies. Do not get me wrong, it is still a fun weapon to use, but I don't really see any worth in it right now. Now the only reason why I would really ever use this weapon is because I simply want to fuck around. I don't feel like using scout rifles or hand cannons or pulse rifles, and to be honest, besides the Doctrine of Passing, I would enjoy using this weapon, despite the fact that I would struggle in PvE or PvP. I would simply use this weapon because it feels and looks nice. It is a fucking exotic assault rifle by Omalon, and the design of it is completely unique. And the only other reason I could really see of people using this is because people hating in your videos because you use the fucking Nerwin's Mercy, sitting in the back of the fucking map, 1,000-yard stare, fucking ambush scope. I honestly don't blame the people that hate on it, I hate on it too. But plain and simple, this weapon adds to variety and it's downright different from most of what we've seen. And even though this weapon has been here in year 1 and some people have used it, it, it is still a nice weapon to see coming back in year 2. So in the end, would I recommend getting this weapon? Would I recommend wasting 150 legendary marks to buy this weapon? No. I'd say use your legendary marks to buy something else like a No Land Beyond, Dragon's Breath, even the super good advice. If you already have something like the Mita, buy some armor. Unless you have absolutely nothing else to buy, then sure, go for it. If you want to screw around and be absolutely useless in PvP and lose some brain cells due to rage, then be my guest, go for it. But hopefully we'll see some sort of assault rifle patch coming out in the future that'll maybe make it a bit better, because I have heard some people complaining already that the patch was not enough and pulse rifles still reign supreme, which I can't argue against because I've experienced it. But let me know your thoughts on this weapon if you've used it. Are you planning on getting it? Have you enjoyed using this weapon? What have your experiences been with this? Be sure to leave all that in the comment sections down below. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to smash the hell out of that like button if you enjoyed this video. Again, I know this is different because it's a Destiny weapon fucking review. But like I said, I've been playing Destiny, I've been grinding it out, but I haven't made too many videos or streams on it. But also let me know if you want to see more of these as well. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys later.